In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college basketball games happening on January 30th, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college basketball games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Virginia versus Syracuse. Syracuse and Virginia meet for the second time this season in a Monday night Atlantic Coast Conference battle. The number 7 Cavaliers defeated Boston College 76-57 at home on Saturday, covering as -14 favorites. The Orange got beat up by Virginia Tech on Saturday 85-70 as -7 favorites on the road. Virginia took the first meeting back at the beginning of the most. Syracuse hosts this time from the JMA Wireless Dome. Virginia is 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games and 13-6 against the spread in their last 10 Monday games. The over is 6-2 in Virginia's last 8 games. Syracuse is 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games and 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 games following an against the spread loss. The over is 12-2 in Syracuse's last 14 games. The road team is 13-3 against the spread in these 2 teams' last 16 head-to-head meetings. The Cavaliers have won 6 straight games and 3 of their last 4 road games. They are playing well offensively, even on the road, where they are averaging more than 71 points per game. They do a good job finding the open man, and they're aggressive on the offensive glass, which will give them more scoring opportunities. They also do a good job protecting the ball, turning it over less than 10 times per game, and won't give the Orange a lot of easy scoring opportunities. The Orange usually play well defensively, but they struggled in recent games, giving up more than 73 points per game in their last 3 games, and will have a hard time slowing down the Cavaliers in this game. The Orange have lost 3 of their last 4 games. They struggled offensively during the stretch, scoring a little more than 72 points per game in their last 3 games. Their rebounding also dropped off during the stretch, so don't expect them to get a lot of extra scoring opportunities against the Cavaliers. They were also careless with the ball, which will lead to easy scoring opportunities for the Cavaliers, who average 7 steals per game on the road. The Cavaliers play well defensively, and they're just as good on the road, where they are holding opponents to 65 points per game, so expect them to keep Syracuse's offense in check. So the Virginia Cavaliers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Over their last 5 games, the Cavaliers have averaged 26.8 field goals made per game, while Syracuse has averaged 28 makes per in the same stretch. These aren't the type of teams to be blazing up and down the court, but they both move the ball very well and set up good opportunities for themselves. Combined, these teams have seen 25 of their games go over the total this year, including the last 3 for Virginia and 9 of the last 10 for Syracuse. In the Cavaliers' last 11 games versus a team with a winning record, the over is 9-1-1, the same exact record Syracuse games have had. This should be an easy get for us to start the week off. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Baylor versus Texas. The Baylor Bears travel to Austin to take on the Texas Longhorns at the Moody Center on Saturday in an important conference showdown. Baylor has dominated their matchups with the Longhorns dating back to 2016. The Bears have compiled a 13-1 record against their conference rival in the previous 14 games with them, including a 68-61 win on the road on February 28, 2022. Baylor has had much success at the Moody Center recently, losing only once in the last 7 games there. Baylor has won their last 6 games in a row, including 3 on the road. They have been playing well away from their home court this season. Their last road loss was on New Year's Eve against Iowa State 77-62. The Longhorns have played excellent at home, losing only once in 13 tries. Their only home loss came back in early December versus number 17 Illinois in overtime. They have gone 2-2 overall in their past 4 contests. Baylor is 10-10-1 against the spread this season, with an 11-10 over-under record. Texas is 8-13 against the spread this year, with a 12-6-3 over-under record. Baylor has dominated their matchups with the Longhorns recently, winning 13 of their last 14 contests, with them. Baylor has had much success at the Moody Center recently, losing only once in the last 7 games. Baylor has won against the spread in 4 of their last 6 games. Texas has lost 4 of the last 6 games versus the spread. With no real home court advantage for the Longhorns, look for these trends to continue and expect Baylor to control the game from opening tip-off. So the Baylor Bears to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both teams can score, ranking high in several key offensive categories, and the Bears' defense can let up a fair number of points at times. Texas has gone over in 3 of its previous 4 contests. Baylor and Texas rank 140th and 45th the country in average pace of play, respectively. Most signs point to a higher scoring affair. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Iowa State versus Texas Tech. The number 12 Iowa State Cyclones are on the road facing off against the Texas Tech Red Raiders on Monday. The 2 Big 12 opponents played on January 10th, where the Cyclones won 84-50 en route to covering minus 4.5, while the total went over 129. Iowa State is 4-9-1 against the spread in their last 14 Monday games and 8-3 against the spread in their last 11 games following an against the spread loss. The under is 17-7 in Iowa State's last 24 games. Texas Tech is 2-6-1 against the spread in their last 9 games and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 home games. The over is 8-2 in Texas Tech's last 10 home games. The favorite is 8-1 against the spread in these 2 teams' last 9 head-to-head meetings. Texas Tech had covered in 8 straight games dating from March 2019 to March 2022. Iowa State flipped it on its head when they blew out the Red Raiders by 34 earlier this month. Let me remind you, that game was only 3 weeks ago, and since then the Cyclones have beaten number 7 Texas and number 5 Kansas State while Texas Tech lost to both. The Red Raiders have gone 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games as well. The combination of Iowa State's intense ball pressure and the already high turnover rate for Texas Tech is a hard disadvantage to overcome. While this game is now in Lubbock instead of Ames, I don't think that's enough to swing the outcome by that much. So the Iowa State Cyclones to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. I expect that the biggest difference between this game and their matchup earlier this month is that Texas Tech won't surrender as many points at home. Additionally, Iowa State plays quite slowly, ranked 314th in Pomeroy's adjusted tempo, which means fewer possessions and opportunities to score. That helps them hold opponents to 60.5 points per game, the 11th best mark in the nation. Both of these teams tend to play somewhat sluggish on Mondays as well, with the Cyclones hitting the under in 6 of their last 9 Monday games and the Red Raiders seeing the under in 4 of their last 5 home games on Mondays. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like analyzed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.